On May 20, 2025, the Russian state corporation Rostec announced via its Telegram account that the BT-3F Amphibious Armored Personnel Carrier, APC, developed on the chassis of the BMP-3F, entered the stage of state trials. These tests follow the completion of preliminary trials in 2022 and will validate the BT-3F's stated performance across various environments, both on land and in water. The trials include live fire assessments while the vehicle is stationary, in motion, and afloat, and will evaluate its mobility, combat system reliability, and environmental tolerance. Although the BT-3F trials were announced earlier, only now has the vehicle officially entered this decisive stage. Without successful completion, the BT-3F cannot be adopted into the Russian Armed Forces inventory, although it has already been approved for export. The BT-3F was developed by the Special Machine Building Design Bureau, SKBM, part of Kurganmashivod under Rostec. Development began around 2010 as an initiative to create a tracked amphibious platform suitable for Russian and foreign markets, particularly to meet Indonesia's interest in replacing its aging BTR-50 fleet. Between 2010 and 2012, the design underwent subsystem development and validation. The prototype was presented at the Army 2016 Military Forum, and subsequently underwent sea trials and firing tests, confirming its amphibious characteristics, resistance to small arms and fragmentation, and suitability for coastal operations. In 2019, Indonesia signed a contract to acquire 21 BT-3Fs, marking the first export order of the vehicle. This occurred after Indonesia had already procured 54 BMP-3Fs between 2010 and 2014. Variants were later shown with Arctic adaptations, such as wider tracks for enhanced mobility in snow, and others included heavier weapon stations, including options for a 30mm autocannon. The BT-3F is a tracked, fully amphibious armored vehicle with a declared combat weight between 18.5 and 18.9 tons. Its chassis measures 7 to 7.15 meters in length, with a width between 3.15 and 3.3 meters and a height of approximately 3 meters. The ground clearance is 450 millimeters. The vehicle is powered by a UTD-29 or UTD-29T 4-stroke multi-fuel, direct injection diesel engine, with an output of 450 to 500 horsepower, using a dry sump lubrication system. This engine allows a top road speed of 70 km per hour, a water speed of 10 km per hour, and an operational range of 600 kilometers. The vehicle remains buoyant for up to 7 hours in sea conditions of up to 3 Beaufort scale points. It features a hydromechanical 4-speed transmission, torsion bar suspension, and hydraulic shock absorbers. The BT-3F can be transported via Illinois 76 and AN 124 aircraft, by ship or rail, and even underslung by AMI 26 helicopter. The BT-3F accommodates a crew of 2, consisting of a commander and a driver, and can carry up to 14 fully equipped infantry personnel. Troops are seated on energy-absorbing, folding seats equipped with 5-point harnesses, designed to reduce injuries from landmine explosions and rough terrain. Entry and exit are supported through roof hatches and side doors. An integrated air conditioning system, KBM-3M2, ensures internal climate regulation up to plus 50 degrees Celsius, while an OV65 heating system supports cold weather operations. Additional onboard systems include nuclear, biological, and chemical NBC protection, a fire suppression system, smoke grenade launchers, and a thermal camouflage system. A visual monitoring suite includes 6 TV cameras and 1 thermal imaging camera, providing all-around situational awareness for the crew. The vehicle's primary armament is housed in a remotely operated DPVT combat module mounted on the roof. This module can be configured with different weapon systems, including a 12.7mm 6P49 cord-heavy machine gun, a 14.5mm machine gun, or a 40mm automatic grenade launcher. The DPVT module includes day and night vision, a thermal imaging channel, and a laser rangefinder. The turret can traverse 360 degrees and elevate between -5 degrees and +75 degrees, with electronically controlled aiming from within the vehicle. Additional armament includes two forward-mounted PKT 7.62mm machine guns with 4,000 rounds, 2,000 per gun. An anti-tank variant allows for the integration of the Cornet-E guided missile system. Ammunition counters and diagnostic systems are included in the module. The hull provides ballistic protection compliant with STANAG 4569 Level 4, rated to resist 14.5mm armor-piercing rounds. Despite its features, Russian analysts have noted that the BT-3F exhibits limitations inherited from the BMP-3 platform. Key criticisms include suboptimal mine protection, limited armor against modern threats, and awkward troop dismount procedures due to engine placement. Analysts also emphasize the lack of standard external armor packages, which they argue should be included to improve survivability. Some commentators suggest the BT-3F's capabilities were appropriate for 2016, but may no longer be aligned with current battlefield requirements after nearly a decade of development. They propose that modular add-on armor and internal layout adjustments are needed to maintain operational relevance. Export success began with Indonesia, where Rosoboron Export secured the first BT-3F sale. The Indonesian order, confirmed in 2019, included 21 vehicles and followed prior deliveries of BMP-3Fs. Rosoboron Export stated that the BT-3F design incorporated feedback from Indonesian experience with the BMP-3F. The export variant includes upgrades such as enhanced tropical climate systems and tailored interior configurations. Rosoboron Export highlighted Indonesia's careful selection process and its ongoing cooperation with Russia in the defense and civil sectors. These include truck delivery contracts via a KAMAZ subsidiary and exports of medical equipment. The BT-3F joins a broader history of Russian arms exports to Indonesia, which since 1992 have included BTR-80 AAPCs, Su-type fighters, Mi helicopters, and Kalashnikov rifles. Total defense transfers from Russia to Indonesia have surpassed $2.5 billion. In addition to standard configurations, other BT-3F variants have been proposed. These include a reconnaissance and command version, and platforms configured with a 30mm cannon. The vehicle's large internal volume allows for equipment integration, such as command posts or supply transport. Although not yet adopted by the Russian military, its modularity and commonality with BMP-3 series vehicles may reduce lifecycle costs and simplify training. The BT-3F is also reported to be of interest to several other countries, including Kuwait, Cyprus, and the UAE, all of which operate amphibious or coastal forces. At the present stage, state trials will determine if the BT-3F meets domestic military criteria. These evaluations are set to test mobility, firepower, and survivability under conditions simulating operational use. While the vehicle has reached export readiness, formal Russian Army adoption depends on successful state evaluation. No delivery schedules to domestic units have yet been announced. If trials are successful and concerns are addressed, the BT-3F may proceed to serial production as a replacement for older systems, like the BTR-80 in Marine infantry units.